Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are here. We're on Fort Lauderdale, where we saw us land in the last video. We're at Gate Echo 5 in November 498 Charlie Sierra, which is our first of our two MD-83s here at Coastal. Today we're going to be taking her up to Detroit with the Florida Panthers, and then we'll be continuing on to Newark tomorrow, and then back down to Fort Lauderdale day after that. So let's get right to it. Due out of here at 1:30, and right now it's probably like what, 12:45 or something like that. Let's see, where's the clock on this thing? Yeah, 12:41. So there's that, and stand by. My controls are configured correctly here. So you're going to hear us beep boops, and the sim may cut out for a second. I believe we're situated. Make sure all my controls are doing what they should be. Wonderful. Actually, one more second. Need to switch this back to the right profile. There we go. That should do us a little better. Alright. Get right to it. So, I'm over here. Make sure the airplane knows what we want. And we'll order up some catering, refueling.
Is on its way. Please don't load the aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
That's correct. I don't know why it says outdated. It's correct. So, whatever. No, wait. That's that going. So we come down straight to the FMC.
Aircraft is in position.
Headed up to Detroit today.
Please don't load the aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
It's wanting me to do whatever it wants me to do here, so. Oh, it's actually automatically doing it for once. How nice. Alright, and we're gonna be doing, let's go ahead and initialize the ACARs. We'll go here to menu, ACARs, AOC, pre-flight, init data, init request. Anytime we can plug in our company route, which is going to be FLL-DTW. Throw that in there. Boom, that pulls up that. Let's bring up our flight plan here. Alright, we're on the Aggers 110 left to Deucin. That'll get us out of here. And going into Detroit, we're on the Bones 2 Jamox. We'll plug in the ILS-21 left as a placeholder now. For now, I should say. Alright, we'll go back to route, legs page, run through this, open this on plan mode. Scroll down the range one. Alright, let's walk through it here. There's a little bit of tomfoolery there, but we can deal with that in the air. we gotta get a departure on out of here. Head over to the brain fart init ref page. Fill this out real quick. So we're scheduled to have 21.3 on board. Doing a normal fuel schedule. Zero fuel weight of 99.9. Light as always for a charter. Reserves are 5.3. Weather seems decent. Detroit, cost index 20 per company mandate. Going up to 350 today. And the winds are 296 at 112. Pop that in there. Alright, our IC deviation is going to be minus 49. Nope. That's incorrect. IC deviation is indeed 6. That's more like it. Alright, we'll go to the takeoff page here. Go ahead and do some perf numbers here. Fuel's on board. I'm assuming catering's done or about done. So we'll get and pop on the aft left. Seatbelt sign can come on. Let's get some people on this plane. I'm ready to go. Alright. Let that do his thing. Nope. His fueling should be just about done. Yeah, that is coming up. Good. Good stuff. People should be getting on the airplane any moment now. Nope. Alright, let's go to our performance page here and figure out what we're going to do as far as departure. Alright, we're going off 10 left, that is correct. Conditions dry, winds currently. Let's figure that part out. .350 at 3. Of course it didn't go in. .503, that's more like it. Temperature is 21 degrees. Ah, lovely Florida in the winter. Okay. QNH 3006. Oh. Sometimes this thing doesn't like to register keystrokes. Takeoff weight, what did we say? 20.4? Yeah, we'll go with that. Calculate that. What's our magic numbers? Flaps 10, so we will be using the dial-a-flap system because McDonnell Douglas said so. Wow, that's taking forever to scroll today. There we go. That was strange. Now we're going real slow again. Ten degrees. That'll do. Let's set that over here on our trim indicator. And our center of gravity, let's figure that out. 21.0, no, 23.7. 3.7. Right about there. So just about neutral on the trim. Up here, that might... There it goes. Wasn't working there for a second. Current altimeter setting is 3006. We'll go ahead and set that now. Wonderful. We are using a D-rated takeoff today of 50 degrees, so we had takeoff flex, dial that up to 50. It's warm and we got plenty of runway. ART can come off, don't need that where we're going. Let's get some hydraulics on the airplane. Just get our flaps coming up, or there Archie does. Get our FMC straightened out. What are our speeds? Looking at 27, 33, 42. Bingo. Set 162 in the box. Come on, airplanes, roll. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with scrolling today, but it does not happen. Alright. Altitude, let's figure that out. Let's take a look at our departure and brief it up here. So, Aggers 1, top altitude 4,000, going up 10 left, climb heading 096, intercept course 075 to elbow. Then on track 026 across room, matter above 4,000, then on depicted route to Aggers. Sounds good enough. Alright, so 4,000. That'll do. And 096 on the heading. Correct, yes. So many eons this will take. Flight Vector 1 on. Flight Vector 2 on. Wonderful. Let's get our bugs set, which they now are. HUD can stay off, we don't need that. This can go to the legs page. If we can get it there. There we go. Alright, it's time for some flows. So that's all set, that's all set. Don't need any lighting yet. Green light, that's all good. Probably get the APU running now. Give that a few seconds to get the inlet door open. I'll move to start. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Back to run. Other fuel pumps can come on. Do we have fuel in the center? We probably should. Yeah, we have a little bit, so we're going to leave these in auto. That's all fine. Let's see. We're going to, as far as our destination altitude, 645, so we'll set this at 650. That's set. Fuel anti-ice can come on. Fuel lights can go to arm. It's all good. It looks like boarding's completed. There wasn't very much to do there. Make sure everything gets buttoned up here. Close the flight deck door. Reset the ACARS warning. Reset the PA warning. Get the APU on bus. APU air can come on, but we'll leave the packs off because we're just about to push. All the fuel pumps are on. It all looks good. Install them, we're ready to push, and we'll ditch the GPU. Doors closed now. No, I do not. Alright, let's get the jetway out of here, get them connected. While they do that, let's go and run through some checklists here. Uno momento. Alright, receiving checklist. Cockpit inspection and gear complaints completed and on board. O2 mask and regulators. Tested normal 100%. Fuel system encounters checked and reset. Air conditioning pressurization checked and set. Flight guidance checked and set. Flight instrument altimeters checked. And altimeters are 3006 set and cross checked. Engine instruments are checked. ACARS is initialized takeoff warning. Cool. Checked and closed. Trim tabs are set and zeroed. Parking brake and pressure and temps. Parking brake set. Pressure is good and temps are checked. Receiving checklist complete. 4-star checklist. Upper wing and anti-ice. Lights out. Inspection complete. Flight papers. Zero fuel and logbook. Zero fuel as last time. Not set because I'm a big dummy. Not set. Fuel pumps. Let's see. We need 20.5 to be able to get out of here. And we've got 21,150. Plenty. Heater, heat, and ignition. On and on. Galley power is coming off. Alright, seatbelt and beacon. On and on. Hydraulics are on high check. Galley power and packs are off. Pneumatic cross feeds. Can come open. And pressure is checked. 4-star checklist complete. Alright, we're ready to go, so let's ditch the parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, starting 1, then 2. Number 1 coming. We saw the pressure decrease and the start valve warning light come on, and we've got into rotation. Waiting for max motor. My frame rate here at Fort Lauderdale seems to be subpar, but that's okay. Right about there will do it. Fuel coming in. Light off, EGT rising. Go ahead and close that start valve now. And the engine comes online. And it's stabilizing, so we'll go ahead and click on number 2. Saw the pressure decrease and start valve warning light come on. We got into rotation. That was quick for somebody to steal our gate. Wait for max motor on number 2. Which, right about there, just toss the fuel in. Got light off. Come up here, close the start valve. Where are you going, GSX? There goes the gen, and we're stabilizing. So ignition can come off, galley power can come back on. Go and get the APU off bus. APU air off, APU master off. Air conditioning supply switches can go to auto.
Please set parking brake.
Set the park brake.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Go ahead and set flaps 10. Let them know we got a good engine. In this case, 2 good engines.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, cross bleeds coming closed. Autoboy going to take off and being armed. We'll go ahead and arm the spoilers. Go ahead and arm the TRI. Take off. And we've got ART in up and parking brakes, which is what we would expect. Okay, after start checklist. Electrical system to check, galley power and ignition on and off. Engine anti-ice and fuel heat not required. Packs and air conditioning shut-off switches are on auto. Door lights out and closed. Hydraulics are on high. Cockpit door is locked. After start checklist complete. Taxi checklist. We'll wait on that for just a moment. I'll go ahead and bring up the yoke and do a control check here. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. Alright, goodbye. Alright, now we'll go with the taxi checklist. After we get our hand signal here. Looks like she's about to give it to us. Hand signal received, no light, go to dim. Okay, now taxi checklist for real. Flaps slats. Got 10 degrees takeoff. Flight controls, free and correct. Takeoff data, bugs, and trim are set. ABS and spoilers armed. Takeoff warning. Cool, that's good. Flight guidance TRI is set. Takeoff briefing and harness is completed. And on. That's checklist complete. Alright. Out to the runway we go. Brakes released. Alright folks, here we are just pulling short of the hold short line. So we'll get all the lights on here and slow her down. And we'll go ahead and continue with the lights. Everything else is good. ART and op, that is what I want to see. So we'll go ahead and do the before takeoff checklist. Cabin PA is completed. APU air and pneumatic crossfeeds off and closed. Ignition can go to override. And annunciator panel brake temps are checked. Annunciator panel is checked. Brake temps are good. And TCAS TARA before takeoff check is complete. Let's do this. And pay no attention to the AI, as they seem to have decided that the other runway or other direction is the way they want to take off, which is not necessarily correct. Oh, and I just realized you guys have had half your screen blocked this entire time. My apologies. can't tell, I run a bit of a scatterbrained operation here. Wow, this runway color makes it hard to see the lines. There we go. Alright, I can go ahead and start the clock. Rocket's coming up. A little bit nose down into it, and auto throttle on. D-rated thrust set. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. Rotate. That's an interesting angle. Positive rate. Gear up. Climb to meet the flight director. A little nose down trim there. Go ahead and hit nav and VNav. Go ahead, climb thrust. That way we don't pop the engines. That would be considered a bad day. And will you go into nav mode? Nope.
Traffic, traffic.
Oh well, that's fine. Anyways, flaps can come up. It would appear that I have done something stupid. Yep. There we go. And we'll hit VNav there. Engage autopilot 1. This is what happens when you rush, kids. Alright, slats can come up. Disarm the spoilers during climb mode, which is what we want. You can go to off. And ignition can come to off. And we'll go ahead and do the after takeoff checklist here. Stand by, we need to raise the altitude. Reinstate VNav. Going up to 35. Excuse me. 35 will arm that, good. Alright, after takeoff checklist. Gear up, lights out, flaps, up, lights out, and stowed. Ignition is off, fuel fluid is checked. Hydraulics can come to off and low. Spoilers and ABS are disarmed and off. After takeoff checklist complete. Alright, there we are, folks. Passing 18,000. We'll go and check all the altimeters to standard. We'll get the lights off here. Alright, and that is us situated. It's pretty smooth, so we'll go ahead and check off the seatbelt sign. And we can also reset the ART. There we are. Before I let you guys go to enjoy the rest of the flight, I just wanted to say thank you to all those who've been watching and engaging, as well as just wanted to fill you on what's upcoming. So after we finish this trip, for reference, this trip is, you know, we started it with the little turn we did back in New York to midway back, and we came down here to do this little, I guess, 3-day, even though it's like 1 leg per day, so it's super simple. Anyway, after we finish this 3-day, we're going to go ahead and head up to a super secret destination in Canada known as Prince Rupert. And up there I have found for sale an airplane I've wanted for a long time. Private airplane. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that, and brownie points to whoever can guess what airplane it is that I'm indeed buying. And then while we're in the neighborhood, this is not set in stone yet, but I've been talking to one of my friends up there who flies the DC-6s for everts, and so we may get a chance to head up into Alaska and take a look at some DC-6 ops, but that's kind of on the fence right now. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the flight, and I'll see you guys back at 18,000 on the other side. Alright folks, welcome back. We're about 40 miles from top drop right now. Seatbelt sign has been turned back on. It's gotten a little funky here towards the end of the flight. Anyway, current weather in Detroit as of, let's see here, 0553 Zulu, 1203 knots, 10 statute mile visibility, few clouds, 25,000, temperature 4, 2.03, altimeter 3002. So honestly, for Detroit, perfectly fine. So we're going to shoot the RNAV Whiskey, which is an RMP approach. We're still planning on 2-1 left. One left Whiskey. So T-Bird. Go ahead and pop that up in there. Let's link it up. Excellent, cute. Alright, there we go. So, looking at my chart here, which I won't pull up because I'll forget to take it away. We're looking at intercept about 2,000, but it's going to be an RNAV approach, so we'll dot all the way, stand by, master caution. And it's just the center field lights. That's been cleared. Wonderful. Alright, what did I say? 2,000 but RMP, so we're just going all the way down. Set it to. Alright, that's set. We're about 30 miles from top of 7. Go ahead and set our bugs now. Speaking of bugs, don't mind me just being an idiot. We're going flaps 40, took us 123. We'll go ahead and back up the RNAV with the ILS, which is going to be 111.50. That'll give us a final approach course of 216. There we go. That's set up. Everything looks all good there. I'll go ahead and set this to cruise. And I actually just set it to go around. I was supposed to set for cruise earlier, but me being me and having a million six things going through my head and not being professionally trained on this airplane, some things just slip right through. Too many numbers. Anyway, down we'll go here in just a couple of miles, and I'll see you guys once we hit 18 on the other side. Alright folks, just past 18,000. We're going to get the lights on here. Go ahead and get the logo light on as it is starting to get a little darker out. McDonnell Douglas, we just throw switches everywhere. Anyway, altimeter currently is 3002. So we'll get that set. There we go. 3002 is set. On down we continue. Alright folks, you join me back at about 10 nautical miles. We're on the approach here. We've got gear down. We're at flaps 28. Kind of weird configuration just because it was a little high, a little fast, so I wanted to kind of get down with a little help with the gear and stuff. Anyway, we're fully configured. See, we're out there for 2-1 left. We're going to avoid the taxi back. There's our gates over here at North Terminal. I forget the exact gate number. I'll have to look it up. It's D somewhere or other. Right up here at the north end. So, won't that be fun? anyways, once we get to about 5 miles, we'll go ahead and slow her down to about 127-ish. That's what we'll use as our final approach speed. And we're tracking the ILS right now. Follow the RNF Whiskey ends for the intercept. Like I said, as far as the taxi in, hoping to vacate Whiskey 2, theoretically, but probably not. So we're probably going to vacate on 27 left to Tango 5. And walking back. Alright, we'll go ahead and dial that speed right on down. Flaps full. Flaps 40, I should say. That speed should boil right on down. That's the nice thing about the Hades. It's very easy to slow it down. Because the high tolerances of the flaps and gear, you can basically just go from cruise to landing configuration in about 5.5 seconds. Anyway, we're showing about a little less than 7 miles on DME, it looks like. I'm not sure that DME is entirely correct. Alright, and we've got auto go around armed, which is what we want, and we are fully configured. The other thing we'll do is turn on ignition override in case we need it. Cool, and we are at our final approach speed. At around 1,000 feet, I'll take over. Maybe a little less. Alright, my airplane.
Autopilot. She wants to ride nose high today. That's fine, we can deal with that. One of the things that's nice about this airplane is you can really feel the airplane. High and fast, that's fine, we can fix that. Just cut the throttle. We're gonna freeze a little bit, that's okay.
200.
Add a little throttle back in so we don't completely stall it out on the runway.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
There we go, that wasn't too bad. Some reversers going. Excuse me. Disable the auto brakes, bring those reversers back in. Step on it. Alright, we'll boogie on off to the right here at Whiskey 2, like I had hoped. Wonderful. So once we get off Whiskey 2, we'll turn right onto Whiskey.
Let's get it cleaned up. Flaps coming in. Spoilers disarmed. Auto brakes are disarmed, obviously. Got a master caution. Ah, and that would be my own fault. I hope you saw that. Can anybody guess what I did wrong? Well, I'll show you. Pumps needed to be on high. Whoopsies. Anyway, ignition can come off, computer heat can come off, windshield anti-ice can come off, then start the APU. Now we can taxi into the gate after we get this and these lights off here. Light director can come off. And we can turn off the auto brake system. Alright. Off to the right we go. I'll let you guys enjoy this taxi because it will be a long one. Alright, here we are, guys. Getting pretty close to our gate. We're going into Delta 29. I can get around to it here. Figure out which one it is. Kind of just tucked way back in here. That should be us right there. Us? Yep. In we go. Right next to this United, what is it, 800, 900? 900. Is that a 135 or a 145, something like that? I'm not sure. Come on, airplane. You got it. This airplane does not like to turn. Yeah, I would just like to point out how rare it is to get daylight charter trips, especially with the sports teams. So soak it up while you can, because there's not going to be a ton of them. Like tomorrow night when we come back, it's going to be a night flight. We're going to be getting in, I think, at like 12:30 a.m. and then the day after that, getting in at like 1 or 2 a.m. Just ridiculous times. So, but that's the life of a charter pilot. These engines shut down here. You should hear the gents kick over here in just a second. Get those fuel pumps situated. Anti-collision light can come off, and we'll go ahead and request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Anyway, folks, that is us completed. About 2 hours and 40 minutes flight time. Thank you all for joining me, and we'll be back tomorrow night. And we'll be heading from here in Detroit over to Newark,
for a little late night flight action. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.